Welcome back to Bull Sessions here on 680 KFEQ. Got a question that you want Brad to answer on the show? Got an idea for the show? Email the guys at bull@willcross.net. Now, here's Randy Baker and agronomist Brad Law.
Bull Sessions is back on the air, Bradley.
All right.
Jim's very helpful, very enlightening on that, and you've got a few more questions for him.
I like talking about soil, Randy, because I want our guys to say, well, it's not just Brad saying this. It's not just the guy at the fertilizer dealer saying this. We want to see what's out there, do a test. They don't sell fertilizer. We don't sell fertilizer. We want to see what's there so we can get the most bang for our buck. You know, do we need to apply lime? Do we need to put this on? What can we do to get more bushels? And, Jim was gracious enough to give us some of his time to share what Midwest Lab can do for the farmer.
Yes.
Speaking of one of those farmers they can do something for, we've got a farmer focus we need to get in.
We do. We're focusing on the farmer. And this week, our focus is on the Derks family at King City, Missouri. John and Patty, Stephen and Brittany. Of course, they've been there, I don't know how many years, but a long, long time. They've been growing seed for Willcross for, I don't know, I've lost track of how many years. But we absolutely want to give them a shout out. We love them. They do a wonderful, wonderful job. They're class act. You've known them all your life, haven't you?
Stephen was a little bit younger than me in school. Mm-hmm. And I think he had a sister that was older than me in school.
They row crop, quite a few cattle.
Lots of cattle.
They stay busy. They're good people. We love farmers. We love farm families, especially, right, Bradley?
Especially around the holidays. We like to talk about families and farming and all
Jesus.
That good
it's all
stuff.
About the good stuff.
The good stuff.
Absolutely.
So if you've got somebody good that you would like to spotlight or focus on here,
we need to know
shoot us an email at bull@willcross.net. Give us a call at 660-535-4, or just stop in. We're just there on the north end of King City in the brick building there.
Yeah.
And right on the North 169, and see us and say, hey, this guy has been, just awesome. Or maybe a farm wife that, we've heard of several farm wives.
They're the best.
Running the combine or bringing a truck in, getting stuff done. Or your neighbor that's went above and beyond. Let us know, and we'd like to spotlight them for you.
Yep, it could even be your farm dog. Just tell us something, Okay, again, our hats is off. We thank you very much, Derks family. We look forward to many more years of doing business with you and just being friends. Thanks again. All right, let's get Jim back in here.
Jim, are you still with us?
I'm here.
All right. You guys got a load of information, and we kind of covered some things about organic matter and phosphorus. And, of course, we could probably talk all day about phosphorus or basically any nutrient. But one thing we ought to go back and cover is how, if guys pull their samples, they send them to you, how much soil do they need to send to you? Can they get some special little baggies from you?
Yeah, we've got soil bags available to you for free. That's part of the cost of the sample,
it's a good deal.
Basically, we're going to ask you for about a pound of soil, and there is a mark on that soil bag that
a nice
tells
red
you exactly
line
where to fill it up to, and so it's very simple.
Okay, what does it cost? Actually, if I say, well, I'm just Brad Law, I'm going to send that sample to Midwest Labs, what does it cost for a basic test? And what's this 3C test? What does it cost, and what are kind of some of the differences between those?
Okay. Our most basic soil test is the S1A basic package, and the cost of that is $9.30 per sample without recommendations, $10.50 if you want recommendations. And so that basic includes organic matter, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, calcium, hydrogen, soil pH, the buffer index, the cation exchange capacity, as well as the percent base saturation.
And those base saturations are important to me.
They are very important, and we could talk about that for
hours,
for several minutes as well. But, okay, you mentioned the 3C. That is our complete package.
That's one that I really like to have done.
So you're getting everything that I just mentioned, plus you're getting nitrate, nitrogen, sulfur, zinc, manganese, boron, copper, and iron. You're also getting sodium, soluble salts, and excess calcium carbonate. Or on the soil report, it'll say excess lime.
All right.
And so it's a very, very in-depth package, and the cost of that is $25.50 without recommendations, $26.50 with recommendations.
Okay.
And I will also say that you as a client can take advantage of some volume discounts off those base prices I mentioned.
All right. So if guys want to get a hold of Midwest Labs, they can go to, of course, MidwestLabs.com. And
Correct.
Then you guys got a phone number. Do you care if I give that out?
I would love for you to.
Okay. Midwest Labs up there on B Street in Omaha. It's 402-334-7770. And they can get you all set up, and they're very nice when you call and ask, hey, what do I need this or that, and if I send this, then, you know, I've tested some water with you guys when we were going to try to do some drip irrigation out of a well. We've tested plant samples with you guys. I've sent several soil samples. You know, I've even sent some, we were blending fertilizer, and I wanted to see what was in that fertilizer. You guys tested it for me. We looked at some lime that was thought was a good deal, but after we tested it, it wasn't a good deal, so we didn't haul any, and I didn't spend a bunch of diesel fuel and time moving something that wasn't going to work for me. So,
wealth of information.
And I'll also mention that you mentioned a lot of things that we have the ability to do, and if there's something we can't do, we will hook you up with a lab that can provide that. So give us a call.
Okay, Jim, we greatly appreciate you taking time out for us today.
And Jim, we appreciate you so much. And like, you know, I love talking about soils. If Randy would let me, we could talk about soils every week on here.
We have a 1 hour show.
But we try to get an array of topics, and wondering if maybe you'd come back in a few weeks, and I've got more questions, and that, you know, people can hear answers from me, but it's always good to hear something from else. And I've even got a few notes from talking to you that I wanted to add to my notes. So if you'd come back in a month or so, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, we would.
Be glad to do that, guys. I enjoyed the time, and yeah, I would look forward to being on again here in a month.
Okay,
all
Jim.
Right.
Thanks you a lot, and tell all your friends to listen to Bull Sessions on 680 KFEQ. You got to do that, too.
That.
All right. Okay, Jim. We'll talk again soon. Thank you, buddy.
You bet. Thanks.
Now, we covered a lot of stuff with Jim.
I know. A lot of in-depth, sophisticated stuff.
Okay, and did you catch everything, Randy?
Oh, yeah, I've got it all down.
Okay, well, maybe you were in the truck, you know, driving around checking cows, and you didn't hear everything, but you'll be inside later, or whenever, pull up YouTube. Type in Bull Sessions with Willcross Seed, and go to our YouTube channel and look up today's episodes. Divide it up into 4 parts, and you can watch each one of those.
Did we entitle this? Because all of the YouTube, we usually title every show, and I don't remember we did that.
Well, we're going to probably talk...
Soils with Midwest Labs.
Yeah, Soils with Midwest Labs. I'll write that down. I personally put those on there. So I will call this one Soils with Midwest Labs. It's getting wrote down in the book.
As we speak.
So
that was,
you can check that out, because there's so much, and we all want to grow more bushels. I mean, the only way we can make more money is to raise more bushels, get that gross income higher. Now, when we have that income, we need to make educated decisions and try to apply what's going to help our farm. You know, if you've got plenty of calcium, pouring more lime on out there could actually make things worse.
Sure.
Well, you don't know that until you soil sample. Right. So that's one thing that we'll cover lots more with soils in the future. But, we've got to thankful for the crop we had.
Yeah.
Figure out how to do better. And we're thankful for our farmers.
We are. It's the foundation of all agriculture is the soil.
Well, and if our farmers don't have success, we as a seed company aren't going to have success.
No.
So, and
it dominoes everything, I think.
We get thinking about Christmas and,
it's coming
what
soon.
We're thankful for, and that, and
that's what the season's all about, is being thankful. You was talking about our soybean plots there the other day, or the last show, you brought that up, some of them. Well, we've done a few commercials on that, but we'll talk more about that as we get more into it. I thought Jim done, like I said, he's a wealth of information. He was in the office the other day. So
you've got a Bible verse for us.
I do, and I'm going to read it to you right now. It's 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. That is the ultimate land healer right there, Bradley. You know that.
Hey, Randy.
Yep.
Do we have our guests lined up for next week?
We do. We've got Ray Schwartz with us. I bet a lot of people out there's heard of Ray. He's quite a cattleman down at the Plattsburgh area.
Plattsburgh cattle.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to do that next week, though, on another edition of Bull Sessions on 680 KFEQ.
Thanks for joining us for Bull Sessions, brought to you by Willcross Seed. Randy and Brad will be back next Saturday morning, tackling more topics from farming to livestock, soil to seed, farm equipment to rural life. So be sure to join us next Saturday morning, same time for Bull Sessions, right here on 680 KFEQ.